Let's talk about parasites because it's a huge topic, and yet it seems like not many doctors are talking about it and relate many of our health issues that actually has to do with parasites. And the same with heavy metals. Parasites and heavy metals, which plays a huge role in our health crisis. And yet it's been mostly ignored. And more research is coming out that states that maybe cancer has something to do with parasites. And I can tell you my own private story. I know a person, without mentioning the name, she had breast cancer, and when they cut her open to take the tumor out, guess what? Parasites came out. Not just a few. Well, can't even think about it. It's so gross. So let's talk about parasites because it's important. First, let's talk about how can we get parasites, especially in the United States, right? Because we're so clean. And then let's talk about on how to get rid of it. Enjoy. All right, first we have contaminated water and food. Consuming food or water that's contaminated with parasite eggs will do it. Next one is poor hygiene. If you don't take care of yourself, such as washing your hands, in a restaurant, after using the bathroom or right before you eat, you'd be surprised. And then we have contact with an infected individual. All it takes is shaking hands or hugging. If that person has parasites or parasite eggs, on the clothing or whatever, or even if you kiss them, you can get that too. And then we have ingesting contaminated soil. Certain parasites, like those causing soil-transmitted Helminth infections. Now, you're probably not going to eat any soil, but keep in mind when you eat salad or some vegetables, sometimes some of the soil or some of those parasite eggs can still be on it, and if you don't wash it right, you can get it there too. Or your kids, your kids are playing, on the ground, in the dirt, so be careful. Next one is insect bites, which is very common, especially in some parts of this country. Some parasites are transmitting through insect vectors, such as the mosquitoes, and these insects can carry or transmit parasites when they bite a human. Very common. And the next one is very common in the United States: consuming uncooked or raw meat or fish, such as sushi. Some parasites, like certain types, can you think about it? The tapeworm. Those are the long, big ones. They can get a few inches long, and they live in your gut. And these you can get when you eat your steak medium or raw, or if you like to eat sushi every day. Swimming in contaminated water. Sources like lake, river, ponds that are contaminated with parasite cysts or larvae can also lead to infections, and that is also very common. Close contact with pets. I have a little Frenchie. I love my dog. My dog is cuddling with me, sleeping with me in the bed, but be careful because some parasites can be transmitted from pets to humans, especially if the proper hygiene or deworming parasites are not followed. So that's why it's always important, especially when you get a puppy, to make sure that you do some deworming. And of course, keep the hygiene up, especially if they sleep in the bed with you. And now let's talk about how can we get rid of tapeworms or any kind of parasites that are very common in the United States with herbs, with natural remedies. All right, let's get started. First one is black walnut, very great for parasites. The next one is wormwood, which is commonly used in combination with black walnut. Then we have cloves, which have great antimicrobial properties. Then we have garlic. You can do garlic supplements, or fresh garlic is even better because it's also known for its potential for antimicrobial and antiparasitic properties. Then we have oregano oil, which is very powerful. Make sure when you buy it that it's food grade, because most of them you cannot ingest because they are that powerful. They will burn you. Oregano oil contains compounds such as carvacrol and thymol, which are antimicrobial and anti-parasitic. Very great in combination. And then we have grapefruit seed extract, which you can buy in a supplement form. And then we have neem, which is an herb that has a long history, for antiparasitic effects. It's been used for a very long time. Then we have papaya seeds, also very antiparasitic, and is also great against those tapeworms, those intestinal parasites. That's the one I never can think about. They're so gross to me. And then the last one is golden seal, which contains berberine, which is a compound that has potential antimicrobial properties. So as you can see, there's quite a few herbs on the market you can use. Of course, if you search for parasite supplements, a lot of them have a combination of all these, but you can also pick and choose and buy them separate. And for more information about our services at ArizonaNutritionist.com, go to our website and check it out. We also have tons of great blogs, about anti-aging and longevity, exosome stem cells, skin rejuvenation, weight loss, any kind of diet program. And also you can contact the clinic if you have, any kind of health issues. We also offer like a 30 minutes free consultation. And then if you sign up with us, then we can help you on the journey. And see, the problem is we dig down to the root cause. We don't just, cover the symptom. We're gonna find out what causes the symptom. And that's the difference between allopathic medicine and naturopathic medicine.